like the video, subscribe. Let us get more subscribers so that I can, get fired from my job. Alright, welcome back to the Circuit Theory Electrics channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to like and subscribe, that would help me out a lot. Trick YouTube into thinking I have good content. It'd be great. As we race to 10 subscribers, hopefully I'll look back on this and think it's funny. But welcome to my glorious basement studio where the pink unicorn's hanging out behind me on the pile of junk. Just want to go through, we finished the first rewire that we had. I want to go through just kind of the cost of it. I think it's kind of interesting cost breakdown. When people do that, I like it a lot, but we'll see what you all think of it. So a little bit about the Rewire. How I got the Rewire was through the Home Depot app, I guess, the Pro Referral app. You paid basically $40 to get a background check, and then they start handing you jobs if you shop at Home Depot. It's not a great app. Most of the leads I got were not looking to pay anything, I guess, because anything you try to tell them, they'd say, hey, that's too expensive, we don't want to do that. But this person was like, oh, that's fine, cool. It actually started out as a kitchen light install. I think I mentioned that in the other video, but I got in there, saw the wire was horrible, and so I was like, hey, we probably need to just go ahead and rewire this stuff because it's starting to tear apart and probably be, fire hazard. So that day I stopped, and I actually was trying to get him to go somewhere else just to get it done as quick as possible, but because I was like, well, I can't get in here for 2 weeks, and this needs to be done now. It's bare coppers everywhere. But I actually ended up just pushing everything off, and I went in I went in on Friday to do the lights, couldn't do it, so I went in on Sunday and was like, hey, I'm just gonna do these now. But then I got up in the attic and everything was old, so it was like, hey, let's just redo the whole thing. They wanted you to redo the whole thing, so we did that. So it ended up being like the only quality lead I've gotten from that app. I probably won't use it again, just in case you're wondering about the app or what apps to use. I don't know. I haven't heard really good apps to use. It'd be nice to just get a bunch of word of mouth leads instead of having to go through, dumb apps like that and getting a bunch of people who don't really want to pay anything for anything. So it'd be great. But so I broke down the cost here. I did just kind of a based off of my invoices. I had QuickBooks. That's not really a software I want to use all that much either. I didn't think I wanted to, but I was trying to get into some other software, but it didn't really work out. But based off of my invoices, the total cost for this rewire was $4,739, which breaks down to about 53 hours. But that was with material in there. So if I did it just straight off of hours, it actually ended up being like 50 and a half hours. So still a significant amount of time. Now the problems I had with this rewire is I didn't charge for material all the time. I think I charged for material here and there, but it wasn't like crazy amounts. I did charge for wire a few times, but I didn't charge for staples. I didn't charge for, any of that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's supposed to be built in, I guess, somewhere, but that's what we're trying to figure out now. Pricing's kind of hard, so I did this. Let's see, I did this one basically off the hour. If you go on my website, it says $112 for the first hour and then $90 after that. I think I only charged them the first time, like the $112, and then a $90 after that. And then everything else was just $90 or there's some hours I didn't even charge for, so there's that too. That some people be like, oh, well, you didn't charge. You need to charge for everything. You need to charge for whatever. But it's like, you get to a point when you charge by the hour where you feel like you're just kind of cheating somebody, where if you took too long to do something or something came up, it's not really their fault that happened. It's kind of your fault, or it's just, you know, environmentally, it's just how it is. Wire gets stuck in the wall. You know, you can't fish a wire through the wall. The attic space is just too small to get through, and you didn't really account for that. You know, it's just kind of stuff like that. You don't want to charge people extra money for that. So I did the 90 for a lot of it, and then some of it I didn't even charge at all. Bad business practice, maybe, I don't know. But luckily I don't really need the money right now because I have a full-time job on, you know, during the week, so that helps out. But did I do material? Yeah, so materials I did, you know, I had wire, 14-2, 14-3, 12-2, you know, staples, wire nuts, some breakers I added, lamp holders. And then there's also some tools I bought specifically for this job, you know, fishing rods, flex bit, a multi-tool that I didn't have. And then there's tools that I broke on this job, which you saw in the other video if you didn't see the other video. Okay. All right, sorry for the weird cut. Constantly getting interrupted by children screaming. Joys of parenthood. Anyway, so I broke some stuff. You didn't see the other video. If I did, you know, watch the other video of the actual rewire. I smoked the drill, broke my flex bit, broke a paddle bit. So the material cost total ended up being $1,346. So I don't know. I didn't do a profit cost analysis, whatever. It is what it is. So the numbers were total cost of the job, $4,739, and then stuff that just was material and tools ended up being $1,346. Again, some of that total cost had some material in it. I don't know which material it was, but it was wire a few times, but that's about it. Breakers, I think I did charge for breakers the one time. I did buy an extra breaker though, because I was going to do something else. I left them the breaker. I left them an extra lamp holder that I didn't charge for. I didn't charge for the other lamp holders either, so it's just one of those things. I don't know. You know, I learned a lot on this one. What to do, what not to do. You know, price-wise, I don't know if that's fair or not. It might be unfair. I mean, you can tell me. We live in the Winchester, Virginia area. It's what, like a suburb of DC at this point, with all the people moving out from Northern Virginia. So, you know, you could say they got money. They do have money, but does that mean you got to take it from them? I don't know. I don't know what the market's like, honestly, in this area. For anybody else, I don't go around calling other electricians and seeing what they're charging. This one I charged, again, by the hour. Going forward, I'd really like to charge by the job. It'd be nicer to charge by the job, but that's really hard too, because then, you know, there's just so many pitfalls with that. Like on this job, if I would have charged by the job, I don't know if I would have broke even or came out on top or whatever. I might be charging too low now. I don't know, you know. Somebody's got to tell me that's too low, then maybe I can go higher or whatever. But my ultimate goal is not really to make a ton of money right now. I don't need to do it full time. It'd be nice to do it full time. Just because being your own boss at some point is always, you know, a good thing, and you got more flexibility. You don't have to worry about any kind of corporate nonsense. All that kind of stuff is good. But right now, it's here. I'm here to just kind of offer some good work and hopefully get, you know, something out of it. Hopefully somebody else gets something out of it too. Yeah, going forward, I'll try to offer more of a, you know, in-depth cost breakdown, but I'm not an accountant. Even though I have a math degree, I don't really care for Excel spreadsheets and breaking down costs. So maybe we'll get there. If you like this video, it's just kind of a quick check-in of maybe get you an idea of what a rewire costs. Hopefully it was a roundabout number of, you know, what it could cost normally. I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe I need to go higher, but thanks for tuning in. Just a quick check-in. like the video, subscribe. Let us get more subscribers so that I can, get fired from my job for saying controversial things on the internet. Anyway, have a good one.